6 today. No games. This one was a big one. Yeah, the strength is keeping your eye on the ball. Chapter 6. Let's talk about it. Whoa.
Gooner on the sofa, proud of North London, gotta represent. And I'ma tell you one thing, watching games live always brings me closer. But I would rather watch at home on my sofa. Yeah, chance is the name, football is the game. Gooners all day, you know that it won't change. So stay tuned in, cause the party's never over. Get it hype, this is Gooner on the sofa. Yeah, Gooner on the sofa, let's go.
Gooner on the sofa, the pride of North London.
Alright guys, so we're gonna get straight into this one here, chapter 6. Now this one here has a lot of stories in it. She went in on this chapter, so I don't know if I'm gonna get out everything that she said, so make sure you go and support the queen, you know what I'm saying, and buy the book. I don't know if there's an audio version, but how nice would that be to listen to? Anyhow, let's talk about this. So chapter 6 is her. It's a lot. There is so much involved in this. Oh my god. Where do I start? Just start at the beginning, and I should really have the chapter open because it's that much. It's that deep. I'm telling you, it's that deep. I know it starts off with her in Birmingham. It's because I literally just read it. It's just early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? It's just hurly. Come on, man. Where's the list that? There's the list that. 6, 8, 2. Yeah, boy. All right, so. Okay, yeah, so she starts off saying that she's at Birmingham now. Yeah, she's playing for Birmingham now, and bagger internationals are now playing. Yeah, and this is the thing, something happened, right? Bagger internationals there, everything is building. Remember, they got new funding and everything, you know what I'm saying? Birmingham was going to be like the first women team to really back the ladies like that. Well, really second to Arsenal, but we won't dig into that. They were going to be the ones to do the do's, but 2-2s now. 2-2s funding started to get taken away or even just stopping completely, which undermined what the manager was trying to do. The reason why he was bringing all these internationals, the reason why he brought Miss Alex Scott over there is because he was going to start building something, you know what I'm saying? But funding got taken away, and you'd never guess who was the head and who was the decision maker in doing all of that. The one and only West Ham's Miss Brady. Is that her name? Karen Brady? Kay Brady? She was the one making the decision to be like, yeah, nah, we're gonna start taking the funds away and moving it around, But it came as a big shock to Miss Alex and obviously all the women, you know what I'm saying? Because anytime anything happens like that, it's just like when a black person says something against the grain, when we're trying to move on up and it feels like you're pushing us back or you're making us stop. Karen's Brady's view on it, Alex says that she sees in interviews and everything, she was hired to balance Birmingham. She wasn't hired to make the women's football better or to bring money into the women's football team. She was there to make Birmingham City FC better and more stable financially, and she did that. She did it, you hear me? She did it. So there's nothing that you can say. It's almost like, what's his name at the Scum, Levy. He is like a financial dude. You know what I'm saying? He don't care about the game like that. Like, of course he'd prefer his team to be winning and stuff, but as long as the balance sheet shows profit, or profit will be coming in and selling people will make more profit, that is where he's at. Mindset of maths and finance. It's not sport and enjoyment and all them thing there, winning trophies. It's not what he's about. So I think Karen was in the same mindset. She was hired to do a certain job, and sacrifices will have to be done, even to the detriment of her own gender's entrance into the game. I say entrance into the game, you know the history of women's football already. I don't need to go that deep into it. Okay, so that was done. Yeah, because that happened, Mr. Vic at Arsenal was like, oh, is it really? Is it really? You lot are broke, is it? So I'm just gonna cherry pick and take who I want. So he made his phone call. I don't know if it was the first phone call, second phone call, or the last phone call, but he phoned Alex and said, yo, it's time to come home now. You get me? You did your little play thing over there. It's time to come home now. And come home she did. And she said she came home. No resentment against Vic, I can't lie. I would have had some, but at the same time, you'd have to know yourself and know that Birmingham is on a decline. Arsenal is on the rise. You got to take your lumps when you take it. Now, obviously, you're a better player. You've had a bit of experience. You've been around, and they want you back, and you're going to be starting. You know what I'm saying? So she went back alongside the other stars that were at Birmingham that Vic cherry picked, and instead of not getting gameplay, she was back doing the same thing she was doing at Birmingham, getting her 90 minutes in, week out. That was what she did. Whoa. She also talks about the World Cup, going to the World Cup in China, doing tournaments in America. There is so much. He's literally, this chapter is like, it's all over the place. That's why I'm looking at it now, even though I literally just read it. The freshness is like, is as scattered as this chapter is, you know what I'm saying? But it's very detailed. You need to really read this one. You need to read this one to actually know Wagwan. But there's points where she's talking about being in a tournament, losing in semi-finals, but still being proud of themselves. There was times where, what's her name? Is it Kelly Smith? You know what I'm saying? Kelly Smith had a moment where I don't know if they were playing against China or USA, and she got sent off. She gave the referee one of them, gave the fans who were booing her one of them. You know what I'm saying? 2-2, and she did that with a smile on her face. They were all giggling about it, but 2-2s, they felt the repercussions of that situation right there, and she was banned from both legs of rather a semi-final or a final. I can't remember exactly, but it was one of those. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, there's just so much in this chapter. It's ridiculous. I should have taken notes. I was gonna start taking notes because I saw how big the chapter was, but I was like, no, because I don't want to be reading note. This is not an exam, you know what I'm saying? This is just fresh off feedback, fresh off review of the chapter. But again, this one here is very eye-opening, you know what I'm saying? It's very detailed, eye-opening. There was people that tried to push her down, people that tried to push her up, you know what I'm saying? For instance, she let it be known how she thinks the difference between the English and the Americans when it comes to sports, when it comes to mindsets of sports, you know what I'm saying? So she'd compare her coach, I think it's Boston, I think his name's Tony, I can't remember his last name, begins with D, I think, versus the English coach, Miss Hope Powell, you know what I'm saying, where she would be trying to keep you down. When I say keep you down, is keep your feet grounded, like, you're not the best, you're not great, you have to keep working hard to get there. Whereas in America, they'll be like, you're doing good, keep going, You know how they go, you know how the difference is between them and us. Like, look at the Super Bowl compared to, I don't know, the World Cup final, you know what I'm saying? But you really can't say the World Cup final because that's a world thing. So you'll be like, I don't know, get me, any hockey game, basketball game, baseball game, how they hype up. You know what I'm saying? They'll be at their game 3-4 hours before kickoff or whatever you call it, whistle blow, tip off, whatever, puck drop, whatever you call the thing. You know what I'm saying? They're there before that. They really go in. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the fans. You know what I'm saying? So the difference in how she was treated was, in England, you got to do better, you got to stay focused, you got to do better, you're not there yet, you know what I'm saying? They'll be thinking that you're there, you're not there yet. When America will be like, the coach will be like, I think you're the best, go out there and show the world that you're the best, go out there and show everyone that you can do what I believe that you can do. boom. You know what I'm saying? This is not something that you should randomly say to anybody. This is not a everyone win a trophy thing. If you can see that someone is on their way up, you praise them. You know what I'm saying? I understand on the English version is you're checking someone who's trying to be big time too much. Also, now that I said big time, because a lot of the girls in the England team were playing in America, when they came back and joined the England camp, there was a few coaches and a few people that would call them the big timers. Oh, here they go, here come the big timers. Now, you could take that as a good thing or as a bad thing, but it's all about tone, it's all about the way that it's said. You know what I'm saying? Ah, here come the big timers. There's another expression like that you could probably relate to life when you're talking to people. Say if you just come up, you know what I'm saying, you're getting more money now, you're getting nice, you're getting more money than you used to get, and your people are like, oh, here come the money man, here come big dough, here come big peas, here he is. It's like, that's not cool. Like, why is that on your mind? Why is that on your mind? You get me? That's a little bit of jealousy there. You know what I'm saying? And when she said that, I was like, nah, because she said at the time, she didn't say nothing, laughed it off. You know what I'm saying? Little laughed it off, but weren't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, there is people who do that. There's people that go to different levels, go to different places, come back, and then their chest is a bit high, you know what I'm saying, acting like their shit don't stink. I understand that, but in general, if someone isn't doing that, they're just going out, doing their thing, coming back, bringing their experiences to help this team now, and you want to try and single them out and call them big timers and all them thing there. I remember same thing happened to Ian Wright when we got that joker Bruce Rioch to manage us for 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I know it was a year for 20 minutes. And as Ian says, before anyone wants to jump in there, he did not sign a Bergkamp. You get me? That's David Dean and them man did. You get me? Rioch from Bolton, blood. What you know about Bergkamp? What you know? You get me? Because he used to try and say Ian was big time Charlie. You know what I'm saying? And I think Ruud Gullit did the same thing to Alan Shearer in Newcastle. There's ways to do what you do, but don't get confused in how different cultures move. Ian Wright and Alan Shearer are two people who are definitely not big time Charlies. And the Queen right here, I'm only 5 chapters in, but I've been a fan of her anyway. There is no big time Charlie, whatever you want to call the thing, big head, whatever, about this woman here. This is what you call humble. You know what I'm saying? Even though some people would argue, is it really having a book with your name on it and your photo on it, is that humble? But it's a book about her life. What else is going to be on the cover? What else is going to be the title? You know what I'm saying? Behave yourself. But yes, there was that, and she did end up proving all of them people wrong. You know what I'm saying? She proved all of them wrong. There was also a point in here where it says she was used, not in a bad way, she was used by Powell in the England team to play in different positions. Like, she could do all of that because she had the engine. She was like the Energizer Bunny, quote. That's what she says in there. It's a quote. She's like the Energizer Bunny. But this was a good look, man. This I can't stress how much that you need to read this one. To me, this chapter is too scattered for me to even break down. There's just so much more that I haven't said yet. So please go and support the Queen. Go and check it out. It is definitely a good read. And I'm only 6 chapters in. Great read so far. You know what I'm saying? Definitely can't wait. And even as she wraps up this one, she's like, oh, there's more. There's more to come. You know what I'm saying? There's her biggest memory or her most happiest memory in football is yet to come yet. She even said nothing yet, you know what I'm saying? And she already did the quadruple. Quadruple was done with Arsenal. When she came back after leaving Birmingham, did the quadruple, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, that season was Vic's 60th birthday season, you know what I'm saying? She even wrote him a poem for his birthday, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to go and read this, you know what I mean? Alright, man. Appreciate you guys being here always, my people. You know what I'm saying? Gooners, Goonerettes, and Gooner babies, nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tell a Gooner to tell a Gooner to show some love, man. We here. You know what I'm saying? Got gang, stand up. Let's get it. Oh. Also, guys, make sure you go and check out the Arsenal trivias. Yeah, make sure you go and check that out, test your knowledge, or even just learn something. You understand me? There's about 7 of them bad boys, so go and check it out. You and another fellow Gooner, you know what I'm saying? Or you can just test it yourself and then go and try it out with another Gooner, you know what I'm saying? Alright, people, stay good, stay blessed, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh.
Real women love Gooners.
That's my Gooners, do it again.
Go on.
Shout out to my Gooner babies. Make sure you subscribe.
Gooners all day, you know that it won't change. So stay tuned in, cause the party's never over. Get it hype, this is Gooner on the sofa.